Jesus didn't just teach people how to live, he showed them. And these 5 ways he walked will change everything about how you walk. Here's what most believers miss. We study what Jesus said, we memorize his miracles, we celebrate his resurrection. But we rarely stop and ask, how did he actually walk every day? What did his daily life look like? How did he handle pressure? How did he respond to rejection? Because that is what we are called to copy, not just his words, his walk. Ephesians chapter 5, verse 1 and 2 says, "Follow God's example, therefore, as dearly loved children, and walk in the way of love, just as Christ loved us and gave himself up for us." Walk in the way of love, just as Christ loved us. That is our standard. Way number 1, Jesus walked in purpose. Jesus never woke up confused about who he was. He knew his assignment. He knew his Father. He knew his mission. In Luke 4, verse 43, he said, "I must proclaim the good news of the kingdom of God. That is why I was sent." He was locked in. You need to know your purpose the same way. You were not saved by accident. You have an assignment. Walk in it. Way number 2, Jesus walked in compassion. Everywhere Jesus went, he noticed people. The blind man on the road, the woman with the issue of blood, the leper nobody would touch. Matthew 14, verse 14 says, "When Jesus landed and saw a large crowd, he had compassion on them and healed their sick." He did not walk past people. He walked toward them. How are you walking toward people this week? Way number 3, Jesus walked in authority. Jesus never begged the devil. He never negotiated with sickness. He never asked permission to heal someone. He spoke, and things moved. Luke 4, verse 36 says, "With authority and power, he gives orders to impure spirits, and they come out." You have that same authority through his name. Stop walking like a victim. Walk like who God says you are. Way number 4, Jesus walked in solitude. This one surprises people. Even Jesus, with all his power, pulled away, regularly to be alone with the Father. Luke 5, verse 16 says, "Jesus often withdrew to lonely places and prayed, often." Not once, not occasionally, often. You cannot walk it out in public if you are not walking with God in private. Your secret place feeds your public walk. Way number 5, Jesus walked in obedience, even when it was hard. Even in the Garden of Gethsemane, sweating drops of blood, he said, "Not my will, but yours be done." That is the ultimate walk. Obedience when it costs you something. Obedience when you don't understand. Obedience when nobody is watching. That is walking it out like Jesus. Here is your walk it out moment for this week. Pick one of these 5 ways, just one, and intentionally walk in it every single day this week. Purpose, compassion, authority, solitude, obedience. Which one do you need to walk in more right now? Drop it in the comments. I want to walk with you. If this blessed you, hit subscribe right now. Every week we are dropping real Bible teaching to help you walk it out in your everyday life. Share this video with someone who needs to hear it. This is Walk It Out Like Jesus, and we are just getting started.